Hello everyone, my name is Dana Whitall and I'll be doing my presentation on Sicily, Italy. So as you guys can see from this image, this is the whole continent of Europe. The red shaded mark is Italy within Europe, and the small portion at the bottom is Sicily. So this next picture is Sicily zoomed in on Google Maps in terrain mode. As you can see, it has a variety throughout the regions of flatness and mountains. So this picture is just the same exact thing as the one before, except without terrain mode on. You can see all of the different regions and whatnot. If you look up into the top right corner, you can see these little dots. They look like small little islands. So these are actually the islands nearby, right above Sicily. These are called the Aeolian Islands, and basically they just are composed of a bunch of little different islands. So next we're going to talk about the culture, and it's important to realize that Sicilians just don't speak Italian. They actually speak many different languages because of the history of Sicily. So many different cultures and empires had taken it over, and they all weren't specifically Italian. Important events in Sicily are mainly based around religion, such as baptisms and weddings and first communions. There's always festivals going on, which are mainly based around a saint or anything to do with religion. Another important aspect of Sicilian culture is art, fashion, and music. As for fashion, if you are familiar with Dolce & Gabbana, the Dolce part of Dolce & Gabbana, he is actually from here. For art, architecture is credited from many different cultures, just as the languages, and the opera is huge here as well. So for sustainability, I was having a hard time trying to figure it out. So I came up with a list of pros and cons. Throughout the village, recycle storages are placed in hopes people will use them, as well as trash cans. Many farmers use organic gardening practices, and they are big on renewable energy. As for the cons, I actually found a lot of them which surprised me. There was significant levels of air pollution they found, and high levels of water pollution, and they also had no major deposits of coal, oil, and minerals. As for food culture, farming is a huge deal over there. Their main sources over there are wheat, olives, citrus fruits, corn, and rice. So some popular foods in Sicily and in Italy overall are cannolis, caponata, arancini, and panellas. I added some pictures here because who doesn't like pictures of food? So basically, everybody knows what a cannoli is. Caponata is basically eggplant salad. Arancinis are rice balls, as you can see, and panellas are basically chickpea fritters. Moving on to island life, you can travel around the island by basically anything you want. You can travel by a car, a train, a bus, a boat. It's really just your preference. Many of the major jobs there are in the tourism industry because so many people go there. There's also jobs in the automobile industry and healthcare. It's usually sunny and nice there. For example, I just put like a normal temperature in November is around 72 degrees. And island life there is also very chaotic because of the amount of people they get there visiting and just the people that already live there. So it's a hectic place. As for tourism, a lot of the same things kept coming up, and they were basically all horseback riding tours, bike tours, and food and wine tours. And they were all sustainable. They don't require a bus or a car or anything like that. And the food and wine tours are usually done walking around the city, which is fun. And as you can see on this little map here, this just shows the region of Sicily, and those that are marked in bold, those are just the more popular places people go on tours and excursions and stuff like that. The horse riding tours, you go on a excursion riding tour on a trail in Sicily, and you end up on the slopes of Mount Etna, which is very scenic and fun, and many people seem to like it. As for the bike tour, it's located in Palermo, and Palermo is known for being very flat. So it's very helpful if you want to take, your mom, your child. So it's appropriate for all ages and fitness levels. On this bike tour, you'll pass through many architectural structures throughout the centuries, ranging from Byzantine and Spanish, Arab, and Greek culture. As for the food and wine walking tour, this one was located in Palermo, but you can do it on any region. I saw them all ranging. So on this food and wine tour, you have a tour guide, and you don't just eat and drink. You also learn about the history of the architectural structures you pass by and everything in the street, like the street market, because they thrive off of that. Some interesting facts I found out about Sicily were that their most famous wine is Marsala wine. Mount Etna is the tallest volcano in Europe. Sicily actually has a 600-mile coastline, which is ginormous. Sicilians consider themselves Sicilian rather than Italian. Like, if you were to ask them if they were Italian, they would consider themselves Sicilian. I guess that's like a weird, controversial thing over there. And also, Sicily has almost 6 million people. So real quick, I wanted to enter these pictures of Mount Etna just because not everybody knows what it is. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, you can really like get up close and personal with the mountain. And as you can see in the left-hand corner, if you are scared of lava, you may not want to live here because many people actually live really close to it because of how flat, like, obviously not the top of it is, but so yeah, if you are scared of lava, you probably shouldn't go there. But as you can see, it's huge, and yeah. So these are just my sources and the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.